Okay, look at this little thing. This is cool. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna be making some art with today. If I just go right over here and click print. This is today's art, but it's gonna be over there on a big piece of paper with a pen. But I'm just showing you this because I've been having a lot of fun using this little label printer to print out art. And basically, it's like a big, weird sticker. Yeah, look at that. I bought the label printer for streamlining the process of doing these custom book orders I have. But now I thought, hey, I can just print out my art and make my own stickers. Look at all of these. Isn't this crazy? This label printer is not intended to print art. The fine lines get muddled together. It's only like 211 DPI, but there's something kind of charming and fun about it. So if you want one of these, I'll sell them to you and you can stick them anywhere or put them in a weird little frame. Here's what I'll do. I'll do a 4 for 15. That's our new Peter Draws special. 4 for 15. Just a random grab bag. You get 4 random stickers. I'll autograph each one, and you can take these and stick them wherever you want. Maybe one of those weird bar bathrooms where there's already about 1 million stickers and bits of odd graffiti. You could cover up a lot of real estate with one of these. And what is it even? Who knows? You could put it on a wall, on your face, on your chest, really anywhere. Get your big cheap sticker now. They're 4 by 6 inches. I really like this one. Yeah, these are cool. So go now and get your 4 for 15. All right, let's get to drawing. Mosey on down to the link in the description or go to peterdraws.com and get you a 4-pack of these big weird stickers. Making these reminds me of how a lot of people practice, there's probably some little cool name for it, but people practice graffiti on those shipping labels you can get for free at the post office. This kind of reminds me of that, although it's a little bit more automated, but I was just pumping out tons and tons of labels for these custom copies of my newest art book I released. And then I was like, wait a second, this thing, label printer. What if I forget the label part, just pay attention to the printer part, and also look at how they're pretty much not labels, but they could just be big stickers. Can I just print whatever I want with this thing? It turns out that yes. And while it's not the best printer ever, the resolution is low and the lines get a little bit muddled, it's still somehow an irreducibly good vibe. Yeah, I like it. I printed off like 100 of them yesterday. Just scrolling through. I've got like this folder on my computer that I'm looking at right now. Let's see. Can I see how many files are in this? There's 6. It's called, this is where I have a bunch of my scans and my drawings. I have 667 items in this folder. And let me see how big. These are high resolution images I have. It's 84 gigs of image scans. Let me see how big my scan folder is. Oh, that one's only 5 gigs. I guess they get bigger once I scan in my images with my scanner, and then I open them in Photoshop and kind of tweak the levels a bit so that the paper is wider and the lines are darker, and I kind of, if there are a few little smudges, I get rid of them, and then I save them as a TIFF file, which is kind of a lossless format. But it just kind of amuses me to be scrolling through this folder where some of the images are like, let me look at the properties of this one. Details. I mean, they're like 4,000 by 7,000 pixels. They're like 800 DPI, and then I'm crunching them down into like this little 400 by 600 pixel piece of sticky paper, 211 DPI. And it's not, they're not even centered very well, but that leaves a little bit of room for me to put my autograph on there. Yeah, maybe I'll start carrying a few around with me, sticking them up random places, just out on the street, a light pole or something. Start becoming a little bit more of a menace. Start becoming a little bit more of a problem. Yeah. People just start, I might not even sign them when I stick them up. They'll just be pieces, big 4x6 sticky pieces of paper with drawings on them stuck up around the different places. You know, I don't want to be one of those people that's like ruining people's private property, but maybe on like a city property, you know, a light pole or a what are those called, like utility boxes or something? We'll see. I don't know. I have to dig deep down inside my gut, my soul, my mind, and my heart, and see how I feel about putting stickers on things that don't belong to me. I'll have to sleep on that one. But you may feel perfectly fine with it. Or you can put it on your school notebook, your laptop. Okay, anyways, enough advertising for my own stuff. But before I go tell you to buy one last time, I will say the quality is not high, but the fun levels are high, okay? That's how it all kind of evens out. When I drew this drawing that you're watching right now, I was live streaming. I've been live streaming a lot more. You can go to my YouTube channel and there should be a little tab that says like live or streams or something up there. And you can look, all my past live streams are recorded and stored there. You should be able to watch them. Some of them are 2, 3, 4, 5 hours long. Basically, I've just been hunkering down and trying to get a bunch of these book orders done. Basically, I released this book recently and I made it possible for people to buy a custom version of it. And more people than I ever expected did that. And so for these custom book orders, I got to do little doodles in the front of each one. And so if I haven't been posting as many videos lately, it's because a lot of my time has been taken up with that, almost too much. So just a couple days ago, I cut it off. No more of those custom book orders are available. For better or for worse, that's just how it goes sometimes. Some people asked me, they said, Peter, are these, I might buy one later. Are these going to be available later? If I'm saving up money for my next paycheck or something, or maybe I'll buy one in like a month or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm not planning on discontinuing it. And I wasn't. It was a spur of the moment thing. I don't plan on doing most things that I do. Almost every single thing I do is totally off the cuff, but this is just something that I had to do, and I needed. It felt like some people are just having to wait so long to get their order, which I think is okay with most people, but also just for my own sanity, I had to put a limit on it. I can't be that guy who just sits around doing little custom book order doodles for the rest of his life, which it kind of felt like that's what it was turning into. But I'm slowly catching up on those, and of course, it's a good problem to have. I cannot say how thankful I am for all the support, even just people watching the videos, people buying. You can still buy the book on Amazon, by the way, just not a one with a custom doodle in the front. And it's cheaper anyways, cheaper and faster on Amazon. But just thank you all so much for all the support. I feel it. I feel it deep all the way down to the bottom of my feet. I was about to say deep in my loins, but that just seems inappropriate, honestly. Anyways, I was live streaming this one. I took a little break. Usually when I hop onto live stream, I'm doing those custom book orders. My life has just been filled with custom book orders. This morning I went to the post office and I took 34 boxes of books in there. It took me 4 trips carrying like big stacks of boxed books in. The post office people know me. It's just, it can't last forever. So that's why I had to turn it off. Anyways, I was live streaming this and it was fun. Because I live streamed it, I know that this drawing took me about 106 minutes because that's how long the live stream was. It was just fun to sit there and draw and doodle and talk with everyone. And I've started multi-streaming. I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, And it's just so interesting to sit there drawing and reading 3 chats at the same time and talking to people at the same time while I draw. It might be the oddest thing ever. It does something weird to my brain, but I don't think it's unhealthy. I will say it's very stimulating, and when I stop streaming, I feel very drained, almost lightheaded. But it doesn't keep me from doing it. It's a little bit stressful streaming, but I think it's good for me. It helps me connect with people, seeing them typing in the chat room with their weird little screen names. And I say them, but I should say you, dear viewers and chatters. Thank you for being there. I like talking to you while I draw. And I will say what I've noticed is that a lot of the people who chat in these chat rooms, they say some weird stuff, which I love. But at the same time, the vibes are just so good. These seem like some of the nicest, sweetest, kindest, most supportive people. So I'm just very thankful for the community I've got here on YouTube. Anyways, that's all I've got for now. Go buy a sticker pack from my custom label printer sticker production line. And I mean, these are, it's a thermal printer. I mean, there's not even ink on these stickers. It's crazy. I don't know if that's crazy or not, but I like it. I like it because I don't have to worry about my printer running out of ink, I don't think, if I understand the technology correctly. Anyways, goodbye, everybody. Until next time, I will see you later. Unless you see me first, I think. Okay, goodbye.